I feel like it's been a while since I've done a video talking about sneakers, so what better way to kick things back off than making a video talking about the best white sneakers ever made. I asked everyone over on my Instagram page what they thought the best white sneaker ever made was, and I compiled a list of the most common answers that I got from there. And I thought it would be a bit of fun if we did a tier list style video because I really enjoy watching them and I hope you do as well. Don't take it personally if I don't put your favourite sneaker in the S tier. These are all my own opinions based off my own personal style. We all like different things, and that's what keeps fashion so interesting. It'd be really boring if we all liked the exact same things. There's so many white sneakers out there that I can't rank all of them in this video, it would just be too long. So if your favourite white sneaker isn't in this video, then put it in the comments and I'll try and rank as many as I can down there. If you like this video at any point, please feel free to leave it a like. And now that's all out the way, let's get into the video. So what better way to kick things off than with the Nike Air Force 1. Now this shoe, it's an absolute classic and it's worn and loved by people who are all into completely different styles, which I think is a sign of a really good shoe. I think these were actually one of the first all-white sneakers that I ever bought, and I still love them to this day. I also find that a lot of people who aren't even into sneakers or aren't into fashion that much normally have a pair of these in their rotation because they're just so easy to wear. And although they are a very casual shoe, they are a white sneaker, which is pretty much as casual as it gets. But I feel you can dress these up and make them look smart. Now, because of their popularity, these have really gone up in price. I remember back in the good old days, well, not that long ago, they were about 70 or 75 pounds. And now they retail for about 99 all the way up to 120 quid. And they still sell out everywhere. So this is another sign of a really good shoe in my opinion. They hike up the price and they're still selling out. They're still really difficult to get hold of. Even though I see these shoes absolutely everywhere, everyone's got a pair, I'm still not bored of seeing them. And yeah, I just don't think I'll ever get sick of seeing them. So with all of that being said, it has to be S tier. So this next one, a lot of people just put Vans, and I think I'm going to group in the Vans Authentic, the slip-ons, and the old school, because they're my three favourite models. But no one really specified which Vans they were talking about, so yeah, we'll just group them together for ease. But another classic shoe, they've been around for absolutely ages, they've stood the test of time, just like the Nike Air Force 1s. They go with everything. To be honest, most white sneakers go with absolutely everything, but especially these. But I've been wearing Vans since I was a kid, and I still wear them to this day. And although I don't wear them as much as I did when I was a kid, I still do enjoy wearing them. I think the main downside with the white Vans is the most popular models, and the ones that I go for, are made out of a canvas material, so they do tend to get filthy. Now you can get them in leather and they're easier to keep clean, but yeah, I prefer the canvas models. Now me and Vans go back such a long way that it's either going to have to be S tier or A tier. But because the canvas models do get destroyed quite easily, and I think I prefer the Nike Air Force 1s a little bit more these days, I'm going to have to put them in A tier, which is still good. The next shoe is one that a lot of people are starting to hate at the moment, but it's the Common Project's Achilles Low. Now before you all rush to the comments and tell me to watch Rose Anvil's video where he cuts a pair in half, I've already seen it, and it's not going to change my ranking. So the Achilles Low, they were a pair of shoes that I used to live in, but these days I don't really wear them as much. Now even though I don't wear them as much these days, in my opinion, they're the easiest sneaker out there to style. Now these shoes last me for years and years, they're really easy to look after, they're easy to keep clean, and there's a reason why so many brands try and copy the silhouette. The price is very hefty on these, and I'm sorry to disappoint some of you, but I do find them a bit boring these days. So the Achilles Low, if you were going to ask me 2 years ago, they would have been in S tier for sure. But these days, I'm going to have to put them in B tier. The next shoe we've got are the Adidas Ultra Boosts. Now there's no denying it, these are very comfortable, and they definitely have their place. But for me, they're just not really my kind of style, and I just wouldn't wear them casually. I'd probably wear them if I was wearing tracksuit bottoms or a pair of sport shorts, and I was doing some kind of activity where I wanted a comfortable pair of trainers, but other than that, I wouldn't wear them. Now I know this is going to upset quite a lot of people out there because I know a lot of people love these, but I don't really want a pair, I wouldn't wear them casually, So for me, it's got to be D tier. So next we've got the Reebok Club C85. Now I absolutely love these shoes and I do wear them a lot these days, and I especially love the vintage models. I do prefer them over the pure white models. Personally, I do find these shoes fit me really well and I do find them really comfortable, and I think the price tag is really fair for what you're getting. I feel like everyone loves these shoes, and for good reason too. And I do love Reebok these days. So for me, S tier. So the next one we've got is the New Balance 550s. Now these sneakers, they are trending at the moment and they are very hyped at the moment. And I think people are going to get bored of them quite soon. To be honest, I'm quite bored of seeing them already. I think they look great on some people, but yeah, I'm a bit bored of seeing them. For me, they're too rounded and a bit too chunky for my own personal style, and I don't see myself buying a pair anytime soon. But I have said that multiple times on this channel, and then a few months down the line, you see me with a pair of whatever I said I wouldn't get, so yeah. Who knows? Maybe when the hype dies down on these, I will see how I feel about them then. I don't hate them, I do like them, I'm just a bit bored of them. But I think I'm going to put them in C tier. Next up, we've got the Nike Blazer 77 Mids. Now, I love these shoes, I love the silhouette, and I think they look really sleek. These are another sneaker that work with so many different styles, and I feel like you can easily dress these up. In my opinion, they're not the most comfortable sneaker, and they are an absolute pain to get on and off. But the look of them does make up for that. They're another shoe that you see absolutely everywhere. They're very popular, but still, I'm not bored of seeing them. With these, I'm going to have to put them in A tier. I love them, but I don't think they're quite in the same league as the Air Force One. So the next shoe we've got on the list is the Converse Chuck Taylor 70 High Tops. And if you're a regular viewer on this channel, you'll know how much I love these sneakers. But these are an absolute classic. They work with any style. Even people who aren't into fashion still have a pair of these in their rotation. So these have got to be an S tier. Next up, we've got the Adidas Superstars. They're a lot chunkier than I would normally go for with a sneaker, and I did used to hate them. These days, they've really grown on me, but I still don't love them. I like them, but it's not love. I think it was Blondie's collaboration on this shoe that made me like them a bit more. And yeah, I do really like them, and I think they work great with certain people's styles. But for me, it's just that toe box. It's very rounded, it's very clunky, chunky, clumsy looking in a way. I like it, it's the signature of the shoe, and I wouldn't change it for the world, but it just doesn't fit in with my style. There's no denying it, they're a great sneaker, and they're an absolute classic. But this is my tier list, and I'm gonna have to put them in B. I like them, but I probably wouldn't wear them, so I can't really put them any higher. Next, we've got a pair that I bet a lot of people have been waiting to see on this list. It's the Adidas Stan Smiths. Now, the Stan Smiths are one of the most influential sneakers of all time. They're very, very popular. A lot of people out there absolutely love these sneakers. And I'd probably say they're the most popular white sneaker out there, along with the Air Force Ones. There's no denying it, these are probably one of the best pairs of sneakers ever made. But I'm sorry to say, they just don't do it for me. I don't know if it's just me, but I find them a little bit clumsy looking. They're quite rounded. And yeah, I just don't think they look as sleek as some other sneakers in the same kind of style. Don't get me wrong, I think they look great on some people, but yeah, I just don't want a pair. I'm gonna have to put them in the C tier. How dare you rate the Stan Smiths that low? How dare you? Stan Smiths is a C. Stan Smiths are the best shoes in the world. They're S tier for sure. This guy on. The next one we've got is the Gats. A lot of people just wrote Gat, so I'm going to take that as the Mason Margiela Gats. Now, I do love this shoe, and I do have a pair of these shoes, but they're a bit too big for me, so they're on sale currently, but they go with everything. They're comfortable, they've got just the right amount of detail to keep them interesting without losing that minimal aesthetic that they've got as well. These also seem to last for absolutely ages, and I also think they look good when they're beaten up. So yeah, you definitely get your money's worth with these shoes, it seems. I didn't get to wear mine because they didn't fit me, but I've seen on other people they do last a long time. So I'm gonna have to go B tier. I do really like them, and I would definitely wear them, and I probably will pick them up in my size again. But yeah, B tier. The next one we've got are the Balenciaga Track sneakers. Now, I must admit, I'm not a huge fan of Balenciaga. That might change further down the line, but I've never been a huge fan of them. I've got nothing against other people wearing them. I like that other people are wearing them because I don't want everyone to dress like me. But for me, with my own style, they're a definite no. They're really expensive. I wouldn't buy a pair. I wouldn't wear a pair even if I was gifted them for free. So it's got to be an F. Next, we've got the Nike Cortez. Now, I love the Nike Cortez. It's a hideous looking shoe, but charming at the same time. I know a lot of people absolutely hate these shoes and think they're hideous, they're ugly, they're disgusting, and I can see why. I completely get it, but I like them. But I think they're a great sneaker. I'm not crazy about them. I might buy a pair one day. I'd definitely wear them if I had them, but for all those reasons, I'd probably put them in C tier. Maybe B. No, I'm going to go C. I was actually really surprised that no one mentioned the Jordan 1s and the Adidas Sambas. I thought a lot of you would have mentioned those. But now we're here, I probably would have put the Jordan 1s in the B tier. I like them, I think they're a great shoe, but I'm just a little bit bored of them. And the Adidas Sambas, probably in A tier. I really like them at the moment. But if I didn't include your favourite sneakers on this list, don't forget to put them down in the comments and I will rank them down there. If you like this video, please do leave it a like. If you're new here and you love fashion content, don't forget to hit subscribe, and I will see you all next week. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. See ya.